Marshall, great to see you here. We're down in the pits. This is where I feel most comfortable with the football connection, and I usually like to guess which position each pit crew guy played in football, but we did kind of give it away. You know James Laurinaitis, linebackers coach at Ohio State.
I do, yeah, big time guy, great guy, by the way. Shout out to James. Obviously, when I played with the Rams, he was one of the mentors, one of the OGs there. So, you know, small world, right? And I understand why you like being in the pit. This way the athletes are.
We were talking about that last time. Like, save it. I want to talk to you down in the pits on camera. But what do you need to be successful here? I mean, everyone is an athlete, but I've seen scouts there for pit crew at pro days. So what are they looking for?
Well, you talking about doing the impossible task. We're trying to change 4 tires, full tank of fuel. We're trying to do that in 8 seconds. And how you do that, you go get the top-notch athlete. But not only get that top-notch athlete, but you got to have IQ as well. Yeah, by me being a Jackman, I'm like the quarterback. So that it starts with me and it ends with me. So just having the IQ and understanding when the car should come up and when it should come down, making sure everybody doing their job fast, but make sure they do it precisely. And if you're able to do that with your 5 team, with your chemistry, you'll be successful in the pits.
So what's the key to good communication? I mean, it's like 9 seconds of what you guys are doing down here, and you're training all year round for those 9 seconds each week. So what's the key to communication?
It ain't the key to communication, but repetition, doing it over and over and over. So when like my changes, I don't have to hear or I don't have to see, but I can hear. By doing it over and over, I know the sound of it and understanding the sound. And if it sound right, that means we right and we moving at a fast.
What is that sound?
Oh, clickety click. It ain't a click. Hey,
a thud. Or vroom. What's the sound that makes it feel right?
So it's kind of hard to explain because it's the nature of the gun. So whatever gun they have, it make a different type of sound, whether if it's on, whether if it's off, whether if it's tight, whether if it's not. So me understanding that, because I gotta understand it, because if I drop the jack and if it's not on, that tire you can go flying on pit road, then we go get suspended for a couple of weeks. So a lot of it lays in our hands.
Yeah, it's pretty technical. I was wondering if there's any code words you guys are using, like, you know, like you said, you're the quarterback. Are you set, like, any play calls you're calling?
Nah, we just gotta execute whatever the crew chiefs tell us. So the crew chiefs be on top of the box, and whenever the car come in, he say he want X, Y, and Z, and we complete that to the T.
All right. Well, if we were to do it like right now on the fly, if we were gonna do a quarterback play call in the pits, what would it be? Like a 6:42 zoom set tire? Like what's the?
Nah, if we had an emergency stop, he was like, "We coming in, fellas, 4 tires and fuel." And with these guys, because we all mic'd up. So you'll see everybody moving at 100 miles per hour waiting for that guy to come in and do a pit stop. But we all mic'd up during the race, so whenever he made that call, all us ready and into him.
I love when they're mic'd up out on the field, but here in the pits, who's the most vocal? It's pretty serious out on the track, but I mean, you guys, you guys are laughing back here behind the scenes, so what's your radio like?
Well, our group is very, very, very vocal. We're probably one of the most vocal teams on pit road. Obviously, you'll see, we're probably one of the only teams that throw the football around. That's just because we're comfortable. But when it comes to the most vocal person, it's definitely Austin Holland, man. We can't get that guy to shut up during the race. It's great, though.
And I hear, so let's say there's fill-ins. You guys do this year-round. I feel like there's so much people don't know about pit crew. You guys are full-time, and then you have alternates as well, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you what did you do to get into this position? Like, are you part-time until you can work your way into full-time? Like, what makes you guys the elite team?
Well, a lot of guys come in, they have to be on the development squad because it's not an easy task. So it's something you have to grasp, something you have to work at. And if you put in the work, eventually you'll get an opportunity. Just like any sports, you have injuries, you have guys that age out, you have, unspecific stuff that happens and a person to get that opportunity. And usually people that are ready for that opportunity, they take advantage of it, and next thing you know, now it's them and waiting for the next group to come in.
If you guys, we're going to keep doing some football connections here, but I was just thinking, and I wonder if you agree, if you guys were any position on the field, I would lean O-line, where you're doing a lot of the dirty work and you guys can't move without you, but not getting all the praise. Why aren't there more reporters talking to pit crew? But you guys are doing the dirty work. You're the athletes on the field, the track.
Well, I think for a long time you didn't have these type of pit crews. A lot of the pit crew guys they was mechanics. But now you're starting to see these big time athletes come in the pit crew. Now you're starting to see more, like you reported me. So each week you're starting to see more and more people like understanding about the pit crew. I just got off Draymond Green podcast last week and we was talking about the same thing.
Love that, love that.
Yeah, actually a video just went viral with ESPN and Bleacher Report with me on it, being a pit crew guy. So now that you're having all these athletes, you're starting to see more and more. And we're starting to get a little praise. I don't think we'll ever have much praise as the drivers, but people starting to understand who we are, though.
I'll be on a mission. We are going to be interviewing pit crew every single week as of now. And you guys are the facey ones on the track. Like, okay, so is there a difference with each driver you work with? Have you ever get nitty gritty with me? There's some that are a little bit of a headache, some that are easier. Like, is there a certain guy that the whole pit crew is like, yeah, we want to pit for him?
I just think when you're assigned to a team, you're gonna go to war with that guy. I don't think you look at it. Any other. Oh, I want to pit with that guy. Hey, this the guy who I'm gonna pit for, and I'm gonna go to war with you. Win, lose, or draw. We're at the fight. We're at the fight to the green flag at the end.
What if there was like a draft and then you could make trades? I mean, you guys are with Trackhouse, but you're here with Kaulig this week.
Yeah.
So, is this a trade deal, or you guys like how does it work? Can you like switch in and do a trade for a guy on another team that you want, or what's the relationship with other pit crews?
So once we assigned, for us being at Trackhouse, obviously Trackhouse is our employee, but we contracted out with Kaulig. But once we signed to that deal, we with Kaulig for the rest of the year. So for this year, we strictly with AJ. So AJ, my guy, I'm going to war for him this year. And me wanting to pit with anybody else, I'm gonna plead the fifth on that.
We almost got you there. Almost got him. Well, Marshall, thank you so much. This was very enlightening, exciting, and the fun time is in the pits. They got a football and everything. I feel right at home with you guys.